Got the baddest bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now. Let my bitch off the purse, she get 100 rounds. 100 rounds, hold me down.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna jump straight into the video. First things first, in order to make this wig look super natural, you have to bleach the knots. It's absolutely mandatory that you have to bleach the knots. So I'm just taking my Got To Be Free spray and I'm just gonna brush the hairline black so we don't have any flyaways and we don't get any extra hair bleached. Then I'm going to take my 40 volume developer, my BW2 white powder, and I'm going to mix it up to about like a toothpaste kind of consistency. Y'all know how it goes. You don't want it to leak through the lace, but then again, you want to make sure it actually saturates the lace. So I'm going to mix it to the perfect texture as what I'm showing y'all right now. After that, I'm going to lightly apply it to my closure wig. And the only thing about it is I feel like sometimes I'm super heavy-handed and sometimes I'm too light-handed to the point where it looked like I didn't even bleach the knots. And I think that's what I did here. I think I was a little bit too light-handed. It still worked, of course, and it still looked bleached. But I think I should have pressed it in just a little bit more to give it an even more natural look. Once I finished with that, I went and got my Shimmer Lights purple shampoo and I toned this hair for about, toned the lace for about 20 minutes or so, which is also mandatory. You don't want any brassy, yellow, orange looking knots. That's not attractive and it's not natural at all. So you want to make sure that you always tone your knots after you bleach it. Now I'm going to take my hot comb and I'm just going to be pressing out the hairline and prepping it for me to pluck. And y'all know I literally take that hot comb. The hot comb is always my best friend when it comes up to, you know, just basically preparing my wig to be put on his head. Because I don't like all the flyaways. They just look so, they just make everything just so much worse. Like they always get stuck in the glue. I mean, in this case I wasn't using glue, but I'm so used to doing it when I do my frontal. So I just feel like this is just the cleanest way to get a nice clean, super extra clean look. So that's exactly what I did. Another major step to getting this closure to look as natural as possible is plucking. Y'all about to watch me pluck for like 2 minutes, but in reality I was plucking for like an hour and some change. You have to really get busy with the plucking, because if it looks too thick and dense at the hairline, you will not achieve a natural look, and that, like, there's no way around it. You just have to pluck, and you have to make sure you customize it, at least to the front of your hairline more so, because it's only a 5x5 closure. But other than that, just look. I didn't speed it up or anything, and this is only a few minutes of me plucking. I really was going in, so just pay attention and watch my plucking technique. I also have an old plucking technique video that I posted earlier this year, but if y'all want an updated plucking routine, then I will make sure I get that out for y'all ASAP too. So I was just gonna keep this a regular center part, little closure wig or whatever, but I wanted to spice it up, so I decided to add some layers in like a diagonal direction just to give it like a nice 90s look. I also feel like layers make it look way more natural than just leaving it bone straight like that. Also, you gotta bump it. You can't just put the layers, you have to bump it. If you don't bump it, it's just gonna look real jagged and just ew, it's gonna look disgusting. So make sure after you cut your layers, you bump it immediately after. And when you put your layers, try to refrain from layering straight down and layer as diagonal as possible. Do not cut straight across, but still give it a nice diagonal layer. Therefore, you're able to see them when you bump your hair. Alright, so once I finished cutting my lace, I realized that this is what you don't want your closure to look like. You do not want your closure wig to look like this. I hate seeing girls with their closure wigs looking like this. It does not look natural. Yes, I noticed. Yes, the men notice. Yes, other women notice. Everybody notices. It does not look natural at all. And even when you try to add a little bit of baby hair, depending on how you install it and everything like that, it's gonna look super wiggy. So I really had to decide what I wanted to do with this wig, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just add a full mini hairline of baby hairs. Like, I just was not trying to do anything other than that because it just was not doing it for me. Alright, y'all, so this is as natural as I can get this wig, and I'm not really a fan of doing baby hairs on closure wigs. I like it to just be exactly what it is, a closure wig, but I just felt like I wanted to try something a little bit different, so that's exactly what I did. It doesn't look too bad, but y'all know I like frontals like this. That's my thing, and I'm just not, like, I don't know, it doesn't look bad. Like, I'm not mad at it or nothing, but I just love frontals. Like I just can't. But anyways, this is how you can get your frontal or your closure to look as natural as possible when adding baby hairs. I believe this is a 5x5. Most people get 4x4s, 6x6, and I just did a 7x7 the other day. So it really all depends. You can still make a 4x4 closure look very natural. You just have to be real precise with how you cut your baby hairs and how you carve them out and everything like that. It really all depends. It's really the flick of the wrist too, because a lot of people always have trouble with baby hairs, but it's really not hard. You just have to have the proper tools, the proper gel, mousse, whatever the case may be, and the proper baby hair tool, whatever y'all want to call it. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. I feel like I've been working on this for like 3 hours and it's really not that serious, but I just really wanted it to come out at least decent, and I'm happy that it was that. And I like the layers in it too. This is real cute. This is a vibe. I feel like every time I have like a regular center part wig, whether it's a frontal or a closure, I always want to add some layers in it, because it's like, what if I want to like put it back or something? You got the layers, or if you want to put it up, which I'm not going to do all that with this wig, but I'm just saying it's always like real cute, and it keeps away from keeping a wig looking a little bit too boring. So that's always good. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to go. I'm tired and it's mad late. I gotta edit this video, so I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye, loves.
Got a switch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now.